Barely. different things inside those new warehouses?
I've seen that, but I don't think I've ever done it because it's not been Kappa, right?
No, but this wipe, they're seasonal. They made it to where you only have to mark one of the 8 different locations, and it's like 6K experience.
That's fantastic news, Mr. Hodge.
Isn't that sick?
Guys, there's people right in that, right in there. Right in there. You gonna take him out?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Hold on. Let me just get one more leg shot. That way I don't have to come back if we die. You shoot one person in the kneecap. One scav who could never play baseball again.
Sensitive topic, man. Sensitive. Yeah, there it is. Hey, boom goes the dynamite.
Got you good, didn't I? Got you good, didn't I?
Your piece.
Goat superhero.
Oof.
Why are you taking so long to answer this, man?
I'd have to say Spider-Man. Excellent actors in that role. And then you took it.
Went to
Hi everyone, I'm Matt Damon.
And I'm Tom Holland.
And we are here for Goat Talk with Complex. All right.
All right, take it away.
I wonder if you...
My favorite people after this session. I'm worried, dude, I'm worried. Goat, Sir Christopher Nolan movie. Oh, the Odyssey. Oh, wow, are we allowed to say that? Well, I feel like I'm like a supporting character, so I think I can. But I think everybody watching hasn't seen it yet. Okay, very true, very true. So let's go through the filmography. It's a very tough question. For Oppenheimer was remarkable. I found Oppenheimer so fascinating. I found all the performances like so amazing, and I thought I was going to go into that movie and be intimidated by the science, and he did such a good job of like bringing you with Cillian's character, and I just thought it was amazing. I saw it in IMAX, and I loved every minute of it. That's a good one. I'm in it, so that's weird. And Interstellar, I'm in it. You're in that one too. And I love The Prestige. I also love Inception. I love Inception. Yeah. I remember seeing that movie for the first time. Well, and then there's the Dark Knight. I mean, I would have to say that one just for my old album. I like that. I will not argue with you on that one. All right. This is going to be the least debated. Yeah, I know. Goat talk we've ever had. Go ahead. Goat movie you wish you were in. Ooh. I mean, I love The Matrix. The Matrix just blew me away when I saw it. But I couldn't. It's Keanu. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's just so iconic, which is one of the reasons the movie works, is he carries you through it. And so it's a really tough question. I love Inception. You know, was another one. Yeah, Inception is so good in the movie. I've actually never seen The Matrix. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I don't know why I've never seen it. I know that I would love it. I just have never. Are you kidding? It's never been a movie I've put on. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. You get to see that for the first time. Yeah, I've never seen it. I mean, I wonder if it'll feel groundbreaking to you because so much was subsequently based on it. Right. That it might feel like, but it's extraordinary. It's a great movie. My movie that we have spoken about before is Primal Fear. I have always really been blown away by Edward Norton's performance in that film. I'd love to have had the opportunity to play that role. Yeah, it was a great role. I couldn't believe that it made its way down to the masses. It was actually a real impetus behind us writing Good Will Hunting, because when Ben and I went after that role, and Edward beat out everybody, and as he should have, he was phenomenal in the movie. Ben and I looked at each other and we were like, there's never going to be a role that good that comes down into the category of unknown actor, and we all can take a shot at it, but it's 10,000 people going for this one thing, so we really buckled down and wrote Good Will Hunting a little more desperately. That's pretty cool that you just we'll go and do it ourselves. I mean, out of necessity. It's very, very hard, as you know, to break in. Yeah, for sure. The hardest jobs to get are the first ones you get. Yeah. Tough racket. Oh God, this comparison Goat Matt Damon movie. It's the Odyssey. Nice. For me, in my terms of my experience of watching it, would be Born Identity. I fucking love that movie. I absolutely love that movie.
taking so long to answer this, man?
Well, I mean,
You thinking of Ben in that Superman costume? Is that what you're thinking of?
yeah, he played George Reeves in a film called Hollywoodland. So the George Reeves was the man who played Superman first on TV in the old black and white Superman. It was a terrific performance. I'd have to say Spider-Man. I really would. That was the one as a kid that I used to dress up as Spider-Man all the time. You know, I just missed it. I think I was too old when the first one came around. When Toby did it, I'm a little older than Toby, and then there's been a parade of excellent actors in that role. And then you took it.
Went to shit. Again.
Amari's going to be really mad at us because we are not.
We are not arguing at all. For me, it would have to be Robert Downey Jr. time.
I was just going to say that.
I think
He's funny and he looks like a guy you could hang out with.
Yeah.
And it's down.
And there are only three people, I think, that have ever really done this. And it's you, Downey, and Hugh Jackman. No one wants to play Jason Bourne. No one wants to play Iron Man. And no one wants to play Wolverine. You know, I'm the third person to play Spider-Man. You know, there's been lots of Batmans, there's been lots of Supermans, all this sort of stuff. But there are only a few characters in our industry where it feels like just me and you.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you very much. This is more like
The absolute opposite of what?
goat celeb to get lost at sea with.
Ooh, I'm gonna say Chris Hemsworth.
Ah, well, because you were lost at sea with him.
I actually wasn't thinking that angle. I was more just thinking I'd feel pretty safe at sea with Chris Hemsworth.
You don't know him well enough.
I probably don't.
I'd take his brother Luke.
Oh, really?
Second. Oh, yeah. But I'd have to say Ben Affleck because,
Okay.
you know, he's my oldest friend. So if I was going to be lost at sea, he'd be a good guy to bullshit with.
I can't really argue with that.
All right.
Goat Zendaya role. I know what it is for me.
If I don't say Euphoria, my kids are going to go crazy. But she's so wonderful in everything she does. I love her in Dune. I love her in the drama.
The drama is my
after
favorite.
that.
Yeah.
And I just said, please tell her, like, that was just, she was so great. Both of them were just so great.
So good.
She gets better and better and better. But that's the one.
Yeah, for me it's the drama. I thought she was fantastic. So good. Easy.
Goat action movie.
Back to the Future.
Ah.
Is that an action movie?
That's more, I think of that more as a comedy.
Midnight Run.
I also think of it as a comedy, but that is one of my favorite all-time
It
movies.
has high octane moments.
It does, absolutely. I can agree with you on that, but I do encourage you once again to see The Matrix.
Okay, The Matrix. Goat movie stunt of yours.
I jumped off a bridge once in Berlin. You know, it was a night shoot. It was in the Bourne movie where I jump off the bridge onto a boat in the second one, and there's no rehearsing it. You know, you have the harness. You trust the guys. And it's just like so. And they're like, yeah, grab the rail right there, and just send it. And,
There's no better feeling than pulling off a stunt, landing it, and just knowing that you don't have to do it again.
Yeah.
It's such a good
That
feeling.
turn to the camera, like, you got it,
Did you
right?
get that?
Yeah.
I think my favourite stunt I've ever done is something that I was always advised not to do. It never made the cut of the film. It was with a good friend of yours, Doug Lyman.
Oh, yeah.
It's called a dead man, and you wear the full harness.
Did you really do that? I think
always have.
that's one of the hardest stunts to do.
I always
How much
wanted
did
to
it
do
hurt?
it. It was the sequence where I'm supposed to be charging at this alien, and it was supposed to like kick me in the throat and throw me on the ground, and they were going to do it with CG. But I wanted to really try and create this like strong snapback. So essentially, you wear the harness, you tie yourself off to a fixed point, and then you just run away from the point. And when the line goes taut, you just whack. And the cameraman missed it because it happened so quickly. I didn't anticipating it hurting as much as it did. Like it winded me beyond belief.
God.
But it was something about it I loved.
The commitment when you have to run through the point that you know, Gago, my son, the guy,
Oh, yeah.
you know, he's done a bunch of movies with me. He was on this at doing a bunch of the Troy Warriors. He was one of something George hired, and Gago had to do a couple dead mans in the Battle of Troy that were just. And I talked to him about it, and he was just like, "Yep, it's one of the hardest things to do. Yep, that was me." Goat actor. I'm going to take it back to way before your time.
Pacino.
It's Marlon Brando.
Oh yeah.
Pacino is Pacino and De Niro is De Niro, and because Brando made that that next generation, who you know, it's all of those incredible actors, Duvall and Hackman and Merrill and all of those extraordinary icons. But he made that leap. And if you can ever go back and look at some of his movies, brilliant. But he found it. Everyone else is doing something else, and this guy.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Okay. I'm a little embarrassed to say, seeing as the Matrix, I have not seen enough of his work, so it sounds like I've got some homework to do.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 115 Fahrenheit.
There's something about them. Yeah, there's a nostalgia to them that will never go away. Don't rule you would make as king.
I would make people practice kindness. Similar to Zeus's law, right? Do unto others as you would have others do.
Again, I don't know how I could disagree with that, but I would say that Frida Leapers for the rest of the time.
Oh, that's excellent. That's excellent.
That's what I say.
All right.
Okay, Law, we've got 2 laps to set a decent time. rising. It's now 110 Fahrenheit. The leader has just done a 123.4. Just done 123.2. end of the session. 15th place.
El soft es tanto de 2020. Suerte. No te puede ir bien en una carrera sin un poco de suerte. Aún 5 vehículos por engrillar. Aún 2 pilotos restan en grillar. Resta un competidor ubicarse en su lugar.
You are not.
Where that boy at?
Race start in 30 seconds.
Well fed.
15 minutes. You'll really need to get on with it. The track temp is 106 Fahrenheit. The air temp is 81. Okay, Law, our target today is to finish around P12.
Alright, let's keep clean, eh?
Be ready.
Can't win on the first lap.
Standing start now.
All time for the fastest time turning, you know that. You're right, you're right.
You're on the left, 3 wide. On your right.
What are you doing, man?
Stay on your line. Right is clear now.
Mate, you turn in and then
Now on
like
your
when I
left.
pressed it, I was leaving.
Still there. Clear left now.
Mate, there was no fucking room, you
Right
spastic.
side. Right side is clear now.
So how was there no room if I put my flag in? Idiot.
You obviously didn't fit your car in, you fucking spastic.
Nice start.
Drove straight into my rear tyre.
RTP license. Their rating is 1.6.
Lap 1. Fuck me. And you just fucking wrecked someone's race, you dumbass.
I'll get you bastards next time. Wait to see.
Left side. Left is clear. Right side. Clear on the right.
Okay.
Clear on the right.
V12. They're showing the slippery surface flag.
Car on your right.
There's a car leaving the pits. Come on, that's the stuff. The guy in front is Rainbow, P11. That was
Right side, clear the right.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Asegúrate de realizar la reincorporación a pista en modo seguro. Vehículo aproximándose, mantener a izquierda.
Wow. Good move.
The guy in front is Sam, D license, and their rating is 1.5. The guy in front is 1 lap behind.
Right side.
Ooh, nanny boy!
There. Clear right.
Fastest.
Car on your right. Clear right side.
Alright, low. You're reeling. Sam, the gap is now 0.9. B13, qualifying pace now. Come on.
I'm sorry, that was
Car left. Clear left. Car on your right. Clear right.
You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go.
Car right. The right is clear. Right side is clear now.
Just cut the track.
But the battle up there.
The guy in front is car number 11. B license.
I know who the fuck that is.
P11. Track temps increasing. It's now 114 Fahrenheit. Gap to Rainbow behind is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds.
Vehículo aproximándose, mantener a derecha. Hecho, liberado.
Car ahead is Christoph, A license, and their rating is 1.6. P15.
On your left. Clear on the left.
Diferente tiempo, 5.8 segundos.
Coming, Justin, I'm coming.
to 14th. Ahead is now 3.9. To track limits, please law.
Go ahead, take the inside. Thanks, Zach.
You're halfway home, got plenty of fuel. The car in front of us is Atkinson, the license. Their rating is 1.6. Remaining, 5 minutes left. Come on, man, keep pushing. You've just done a 425.1. Atkinson in the gaps now, 2.1 seconds.
Fuck!
Car on your left, clear left.
I tried getting out of the way.
10 incident points.
Fuck!
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 180 Fahrenheit. To P16 behind is increasing. It's now 3.8.
On your right. Right side is clear.
Law, you've used half your fuel. Yellow flag, caution. Car in front of us is Rainbow. P15. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. Good stuff, keep it coming. Right, the guy ahead of us is Atkinson, B licence, and their rating is 1.6.
Car is on your right. Right is clear now.
V14, white flag, last lap.
Incidente detrás de tu posición.
Klein has took the win.
It's a great racing track, man. It's fun. Good race, guys.
En la izquierda de tiro.
E14, okay, it's over. That's the end of the session.
I wish that it would become like a research chemical that you could do the sort of thing like what he did with the ketamine. They would just mail me some legal DMT because I'm not looking to get in trouble, you know. But I'd like to do some DMT. There's another country I could go to where you could do some DMT. I don't want to do ayahuasca. That vomiting thing is completely unappealing.
How do people act like that's a minor inconvenience? Vomiting's horrible.
Yeah,
it's not fun. And also, like ayahuasca seems like one that people sometimes just lose their mind. Like that, who was that fitness guy recently who was like very fit, and then I guess he smoked a bunch of ayahuasca, and then he started believing that he needed to microdose some gold into his veins, and like started shooting up gold, and he died. I don't think I looked at him. I think he kind of.
And while he was drowning, he was screaming about something insane. I don't remember particularly what it was, but like he thought dinosaurs were attacking him, or like, you know, the Lebanese were in the water with him, like something completely bonkers. What did he do?
Did he eat it? Inject it?
He like put it in a solution, injected it. Yeah.
And then injected the solution.
Yeah.
I don't take my bad advice, but it seems like gold's inert enough, and if there's small enough amounts, it's fine. Right? It would just get purged or something.
Depends how micronized it is, like how tiny the particles are. If it can go to the cell membrane and like pierce the brain blood barrier and like get into his brain.
The track temperature's fallen. It's now 112 Fahrenheit.
It might make you insane. But that literally just keeps talking out of my ass.
Right, because I'm talking my ass when I say it's a nerd gold, right? Because the reason that you fillings out of it is fine in your body. But I thought you were going to say the little valves that open and close in your circulatory system, like it needs to be small enough that it doesn't repair that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All I know is that the guy. I mean,
I think that triggered by ayahuasca. If I remember, like where he was pretty normal-ish, did a bunch of that, and kind of came back to it.
I figured ayahuasca being a big heat, like a drink.
Watch the track limits. Please.
We smoked DMT, and there's a couple different kinds of DMT, and we've seen that famous video of the guy laying in the bed, rolling around out of control, just saying, I love you on the beat. I love you, I love you, I love you, after he smoked that over, which is a form of DMT. They have code down it. I don't know how long it takes to get a code down to get somebody high, but they had done it. And then they like dry it out until it's a white powder, and then they smoke that white powder, and he was in another realm, just saying, I love you more.
This shit just doesn't seem fun.
It doesn't seem safe. Like, if I were to try a new drug, I would want it to be a well-traveled road where we have like a lot of established history on its dangers, its risks, its effects, and I'm not looking to blaze new paths with dehydrated toad venom. What did he do? Did he burn it and smoke it?
Yeah, I think they smoked it like a bowl, if I remember correctly. Like, you know, a mini torch, and it was in a glass.
Inhale venom fumes for a high? This is not a well-traveled road. I'm out.
Apparently it is. Apparently the natives smoked the toad. and we saw the great civilization that they, you know, created there in the American South.
Scratching out caves with their fingernails high on toad venom.
Have you ever seen the Anasazi, like the Anasazi gumbo walls though? Those are kind of impressive.
Are they?
I haven't seen it.
Did you say it for Zach to Google it? Like
Anasazi, like pueblos? Like they had like living areas carved into like the side of like a mountain type thing.
I want to see how impressive it is. Because it's got to be actually impressive. Don't tell me it's like that. You know, some of those teepees were actually really good. Ah, fuck you. No, there's no teepee on Earth that's that cool. Okay. That looks like more than carved. That looks built. To me.
I remember there being some like
endless stairs, and ladders.
I see stairs. I think, see, obviously this is all falling apart. Those little ladders are, well, in the bottom center, if you go just left and right, you can see inside of that probably stairs.
Yes. Like bottom center, right? In front, maybe stairs on the right and left, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Okay, I see
It wasn't very
There
big.
was more anesthetic brothers.
I would love to
I
see
actually
more.
have. You want to hear? I have some beans in these ruins. They found clay pottery with beans in it, and it was a species of bean that was extinct. So they called them anasazi beans. And they planted the anasazi beans and they sprouted up after like 150, 200 years or something. And I have those anasazi beans. They taste like shit. They're the worst bean I've ever had. By far.
I feel like our evidence of stairs is pretty weak. All we saw were like the tallest stairs that could be used for a race.
Stop being validated. Watch the track limits.
Maybe if you look, it's just right center of the picture in the middle of the distance. Those are stairs. I wish I could point with my mouse.
Yeah, I was picturing when you said it more of like a city. And in most of these pictures, it's like 7 houses.
Well, clearly this is a fallen civilization. It's been gone for hundreds of years. Like, you look at Greek ruins, you don't go, I don't know, it doesn't make a lot of sense. How could you live? It's all exposed air. There used to be a ceiling.
Wait, I was actually just wondering that to myself because they're under a cliff overhang. Did there used to be a ceiling? Because it's not strictly necessary, it seems.
I think you'd want a ceiling.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think kids get watching the bed.
Yeah, bugs getting in there.
Throwing roast beans at you.
Throwing disgusting inside. No wonder they went extinct. No one bothered to cultivate them for 100 years. So a white man found those old choke beans in a jar. And it was like, I make the water turn red. Disgusting.
A superfood? Or is it like they're not even any better for you than regular beans?
I'm definitely not a superfood. They're fucking beans. They look like pintos or something. They're just like a different species of pinto.
I think I don't know why I thought of this, just talking about ancient stuff. I think it's the Circus Maximus it's like the ancient Roman like charioteer center, and I think that's still the largest like outdoor sporting event thing in the world. Like there's just never been a reason to make a bigger one than that, which is crazy. You'd think someone would have Titanicked it and been like, no, let's build
well, like NASCAR.
Oh, NASCAR.
NASCAR has to be big. There's just like no way that NASCAR is not big.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. NASCAR not often top of mind.
Bigger than what?
Yeah. Bigger than the Circus Maximus where they did the chariot races, that big oval-shaped chariot race thing.
Right.
Stuff.
NASCAR's kind of on the decline, but
good.
It's big and it's been bigger.
I don't know why. Well, I've never been a big NASCAR guy, but I've always been adjacent to big NASCAR guys. I've had big NASCAR guy friends and stuff, and they tried to sell me on this shit. And I suppose there was a time when I was interested in a particular racer. I like Jeff Gordon, I like Tony Stewart, and I like watching them like race for a championship. That was all.
Jeff Gordon, the gay one? Not literally gay, but he's the Rainbow Warrior, right?
The Rainbow Warrior. He's from California. He's the DuPont car. Yeah.
Yes. He's not literally gay, but he's the gayest of them.
Yeah. That's what he said. That's what he said.
I don't know. It's the NASCAR.
I always it's like a story off of that jump.
Like the horsepower in the current NASCAR car is like, I don't know if I'm but I'm gonna call it 500, 550, and it's like most cars are like right nipping at that hills, and with a little tune up, like a cold air intake and a tune job with better tires. A modern Mustang is probably faster, and definitely more horsepower. So they made it so safe that like they kind of got away from why I would even want to watch it, which would be to see good old boys driving hot rods in a circle real fast until somebody hits somebody else and they all explode and big fires all.
I like Jeff Gordon because I think everyone else was so country, right? You know, like the Earnhardts or if you name them, I remember their names, but like everyone's so country, and that was kind of what it took to like be cool, or you know, Al in that little environment. And then you have Jeff Gordon, who's a big old, like, whatever, I have me. I'm from California, I race a rainbow colored car, and I beat you all. And me, as like a computer programmer or an accountant who wore a tie, identified so much more with Jeff Gordon than the country guys. It was like, that guy represents me. Let's go.
I like the car. I thought the car looked cool, and we use DuPont paint for the painted cars. So like I don't know, and I also like that we had all this road course experience before we got into NASCAR, and then at some point they added some road course racetracks to NASCAR, and he were dominated, and it was like, yeah, this guy can actually drive. He can turn the wheel both directions. The rest of y'all are really struggling with the idea of this. It's fun to see that happen.
That is cool.
Yeah, they don't have enough horsepower. It's not violent. It's not dangerous enough. And I think they tried to get away from that road boy stuff.
The track temps increasing. It's now 116 Fahrenheit.
They got into, so they've always had these, not always, they've lately had these hybrid cars that are part EV and part internal combustion engine. And starting this year, they swung more towards the battery. And it just ruined the racing. It's all about battery management, charging that thing up. If your battery's full, like I could pass you even if you're a better driver, and then you'll pass me back after I spend it. And just battery management has so much to do with winning and losing. It sucks. I think they're off target. I don't know why they stressed EVs so hard. It's Formula 1. You can have 22 cars. You have no impact on the environment. You're 22 cars. Just race.
Do you think it was like they were trying to eke out more performance, or no?
No, I think they were trying to like push the envelope of what electric cars can do. Maybe dump some R&D into the research in a way that makes the planet better or something like that. And, like that's all noble, I guess, and maybe even works a little. Maybe they learned something in Formula 1 racing that trickles elsewhere that happens in NASA. But it also ruins the racing. You can't do that.
Hopefully they change that because that really sucks. I remember watching an economy race where the commentators are like, "Oh, you better slow down. He's going to burn his batteries too quickly," and then it's people going at like 50% the capacity of this hypercar.
In addition to Formula 1, there's like F2, F3, and there's also a full-on electric racing. And for that, like the goal is to be in second place. I want to draft off you and conserve my power and just stay there sort of right behind the leaders until I make my move and take advantage of the fact that you've been burning your battery and I haven't.
Yeah, that's
what a silly racing, right?
That's not the spirit of racing.
Imagine being in front, like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I couldn't watch that. Yeah. That's a stupid waste of time. I haven't watched any of those racing sports ever. I've always meant to, but you know, I think I get my fill just every once in a while. Like once a year watching crash compilations on YouTube. And like, alright, I think this is most of it. I don't really care about how skilled whatever that like German kid
track temperature's rising. It's now 120 Fahrenheit.
His cornering speed. And then he's got like a really strong neck. It's like, yeah, I would bet that.
You talking about Max Verstappen?
Verstappen, yeah. Is he not German?
Of Dutch. Have you seen him doing his leg exercises?
I've seen those people do it, where it's just like that. It looks like something, you know, Joe Rogan would be really into, where it's just like a weird basket on your head that's attached to a weight over there, and it just like increases the pull. You have to try and stay static. And that's the work.
Yeah. Well, they also sell those things. You probably got one. You attach it to your head, and it's got the weights on it. You can do the head workout.
I think my head's enough for a workout.
Okay.
Last lap was at 125.9.
Add ball bearings. Yeah.
Where's Harley?
Where'd he go? Where's Top Jet?
I assume Harley's having a gastrointestinal disaster right now.
Why do you go there?
What else could it be? Why else would he leave the show for 15 minutes?
It's probably some Gentile he's probably trying to trick out of their inheritance or something. he's probably selling. He's in the other room.
You're right. I don't know why I went there. Jesus Christ. So
now, ma'am, your property pays you.
did you see Ukraine struck at Iran?
I saw a headline about that, but I didn't. What happened?
It's super interesting to me. So Iran has been supplying Russia with many of their drones. And Zach, can you pull up like a map that includes the Caspian Sea, please? Caspian Sea is this landlocked sea that some people call it a lake. I don't really know what makes it which. And you can drive huge cargo ships from Iran to Russia. And kind of no one can do anything about it. Certainly the U.S. Navy can't get in there. You'd have to build a ship on the lake.
That represent 25.2.
So imagine you want to get something from Iran to Russia. You can just put it on the Caspian Sea there and go without anyone bothering you. Well, Ukraine has recently expanded the range of their drones such that they can attack the Caspian Sea. And now Iran doesn't have a safe way to send drones to Russia. And I saw the ship they took out. It's a cargo ship, which is, like giant. Like, was that all drones? I mean, maybe there were some Legos and fertilizers and stuff on that too. I don't know. But if that was all drones, a cargo ship full of drones is a heck of a war. And now they're convinced that they can't ship that stuff to Russia like they once could. I would assume Iran has its hands full already and isn't shipping as much as they used to. I'm making that up.
Yeah, that would make sense. And it's long range. Like, just looking at, like, even if they're shooting it from the very bottom of Ukraine, they're still going fucking ways. They're going across a big swath of Russia.
And I watched this guy, Ryan Macbeth. I don't agree with everything he says, but this is one of his mantras. He's like, you don't want to give your adversary problems, because problems can be solved. You want to give them dilemmas. And now Russia has to decide whether they want to take their anti-air stuff off the front lines, leaving their soldiers vulnerable to protect their ships, or they leave their ships vulnerable and keep protecting their soldiers. This is a dilemma with no easy answer. And that's what Ukraine's done with it.
So glad I don't have to fight that war.
Dude, I've said this before, but look, there's no reason to think I'd be a good soldier. I've never had any training. I'm just a regular dude. It's just me. But I do like the idea that how well you do in war is somewhat skill-based. It just feels like you control your own destiny and win or lose. But in this Ukraine war, people die from it. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. Just drones pop out of the sky all the time. They just snap your life away. You didn't see it coming. You had no real defense against it. It's not like World War II.
You've just done it on 24.8. Good lad, that's your best in the session. Alright, Law, we need to watch these track limits. We need to slow down to give back the time gained.
I don't know. They make you go outside, they find you and kill you, and there wasn't a lot of you just died because you got unlucky.
So in like World War I,
a lot of them. Like if a lot of them could be saved if. Through a building and through limbs, and it sort of does a ring around the rosy with a soldier around a big tree or something, and all he needs is a shotgun, and he could just be like, leave me alone.
A shotgun and years of experience shooting it. But I agree. But the thing is, I saw these like some sort of special force good thing. I forget what they were exactly, but consider elite American soldiers. And then they had a really fast drone, not a lazy one. And the drone kept taking runs at them. So they turn on the camera and they're like, here's some footage of us surely about to die to a drone. And in this 30-second thing, the drone makes 6 successful runs at them while they're trying to kill it with a shotgun. And he's like, yep, we would have died 5 or 6 times right there. And
yeah, that looked hard. I
saw
that
video
too.
Yeah. I sent it to the WhatsApp.
That I don't think I could shoot consistently enough to feel safe in any way. But those lazy ones that come in at like anything less than 45 miles per hour. A fast dove is about 45, 50 miles per hour. And and I can hit that no problem. But once you get faster than that, it's hard to track.
I don't know how fast the war ones go, but drones get fast. They use drones to film Formula One. It's a really neat angle. But if drones are keeping up with F1 cars, They're smoking dubs.
Well, those aren't necessarily. I know they're camera drones and stunt drones that can do all that. I just don't know if the ones loaded with a warhead can do it. You know?
I prefaced it. Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know what the war ones do.
Well, they're not going to start getting slower. Like they're going to get better, and so eventually it's going to be like just 2.5 years ago, AI was like, that's not real. That's AI. That's not a real video. And now, think of where we'll be in a few years with that, based on like how good they are now. Where now anybody can get fooled by some of these AI videos because they look 100% realistic. Same with drones. Drones are going to get better. I was thinking about this, like, in World War I, World War II, really every 20th century war, snipers were seen a lot of the time by their enemies as dishonorable. And so like they wouldn't take them as prisoners. They'd be like, scope on your rifle, huh? So you've been plinking away at us shamefully. You won't face us in combat. Slice that guy's throat, and they just like threw him in a ditch. I think that's going to pale in comparison to like if boots on the ground combat soldiers ever like kick the door down of the drone facility. Like, we surrender, and they're like, nah,
no,
no, you do not.
You guys don't take surrenders. I've seen the videos.
Real quick, we're going to hear from a couple wonderful sponsors. That's Audible. Could listening make you a better parent, a better leader, even a better person? Could listening to motivating fitness programs get you fit? Could listening inspire you to start something new? There's never been a better time to start.
What golden age or heyday were you lucky enough to experience that won't ever come back?
Us? For everybody?
We have a round table. Yeah, I thought we'd all answer. I can go first. It takes pressure off.
Yeah, if you have something in mind, I'm trying to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I existed before electronic leashes. Like there was in the 80s or whatever, people didn't have even cell phones, let alone all the iPhone tracking and shit like that. When you left the front door, people didn't know where you were at all. You could tell them, and they'd trust that that's where you actually went, but there was no tracking you. Now it seems like everyone is always tracked.
Yeah, and not only that, but the flock cameras and just the ring cameras and stuff. Like
flock cameras, ring cameras. I'm a
bumptious young man, and I like to get up to a bit of misdemeanor occasionally. And like, if we got caught for every misdemeanor we did when we were 15 or 16, like it would have been a big deal. And I feel like those poor little whippersnappers out there now that just want to smash a few mailboxes or set fire to an apple.
They don't even go outside like we did, though.
Your car rats you out. There was a PKA with Harley on it, like, I don't know, 8 years ago.
Probably fucking legendary, eh? For sure. It's probably
Harley
such a good one. Probably better than Quebble Cop. Harley. Was it better than Quebble Cop?
Definitely.
Or what, EDP? You guys probably had EDP on this show before, eh?
You guys, I don't think so. So Harley had me pull out my phone, and he's like, "Go here, click, click, click," and I followed his instructions, and it told me all the places that I go frequently. Like my phone had been like keeping tabs on me and recording it,
and like telling Facebook too.
I wouldn't doubt it. So that's never coming back, but there was a time when no one knew where you were or what you were doing.
Well, we could have like
how much secret gay shit would you be doing, Woody, if your wife didn't know?
Oh, you can't even do a bit of it anymore.
Well, it's not a secret anymore. Thanks, Harley. Jesus
Our fans will find your
Christ.
Tinder. Like there's nowhere to hide.
Now everyone knows I named him Mr. Silly because of your hints.
I'm so sorry, Josh.
Silly's Minecraft server.
As much as I really like, I have every streaming service, and I have a really nice I love being plugged in to all those apps and knowing what day like this show comes out, and I'm always like, ooh, what movies are coming out next month? We'll watch this one on Saturday night. But man, there was something special, and it just hit different when you had to go to the movie store and hope that it was still there, or you'd be calling them and be like, hey, did anyone return it? Like, this is the thing that people can't even fathom anymore. They would a new release would come out, like something big, like maybe the new Mission Impossible or a new Jurassic Park or whatever, and they would get like 15 copies at a big movie store, maybe even 20, 30, but they'd all sell out because there's more than 30 people in your community that want to see the new hot movie, and so you'd be calling them every 30 minutes like, hey, Anybody return a copy of Jurassic Park 3 yet? No? All right, I'll check back in 30. Because you got to drive up there and actually
That's
get
smart.
the thing.
Because they
So
sit
when you
behind
get
the
it-
counter for a while before they make their way back to the shelf. Right?
Yeah, they're not putting them back right away.
It
So,
was. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, just like when you finally got it and you got it home, I just remember like there was the culmination of putting that thing in the VCR and getting the tuning, the tracking just right so that it looked as close to H. We didn't know what HD was then, but just like getting in the chair and getting ready for the movie with the popcorn and everything. It was much more of a ceremony or like
Somehow that one movie, you can go rent that movie on a Friday night, and it was like the whole night. Somehow, it was just an hour and a half. Now you do like you can watch a movie now, and you're like I can watch 6 more.
Yeah.
Like back then though, like one blockbuster rental or 2 was just like the whole weekend. And I had it a lot with video games, like what you're describing. I really liked when I would go to rent a game, and I'm just like, what's this? As if I wasn't tapped in online, knowing every game a year before it comes out that I'm halfway interested in. It's probably what I like so much about Steam is finding an indie game and being like, whoa, this fucking slaps. And it feels like browsing back in the day. Even browsing on Netflix, I feel like is just a mutated version of browsing at Blockbuster.
Why is Netflix the biggest streaming app in the world and they have no search feature?
Yeah, it's just to trick you so that you can't like get comfortable with how little they actually have there.
They have
It's an illusion, but they force you to browse it in a way that makes you go through things you don't want to see. Just pad it out. Because like if you were like 90s action movies like Heat, it's gonna give you like 5 movies, and you're gonna be like, wow, it's lacking. I want to choose between 200 90s action
But if it were
movies right
smart,
now.
it would
I
show me
want
all the other
15
Michael Mann
specials from
movies.
unfunny comedians to scroll past.
Yeah.
and like there's podcasts on there now, and it's like I didn't come to Netflix for a podcast. Like, what is
There's no search feature on Netflix because there
It's
is.
just bad.
On the,
You could search. It's like you search. When it's search, it's you could put in directly what you want.
Yeah, it's like
And if
titles.
they don't have it, they'll give you something similar that they think is similar, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like a browse feature where you just go sort A to Z.
If you go to
Everything you have.
letterbox.com or you go to IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes, one of those aggregators, they have search features. Like I'm thinking of all the Michael Mann movies that are gritty, made in the 1990s. I'd like to. Like, you can do genres and time periods and like vibes and really get this nice list of movies. Like I don't care if it won an Oscar. I don't care if it's 5 stars. Show me everything. And Netflix has tons of stuff that you can't even get to. I don't know what the point is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I missed that. I missed Blockbuster.
I liked. There's this one video I've seen before, where it's like, remember who you are, white boy. You guys ever seen that one?
I haven't seen that movie.
I rarely forget though.
I'll pull it up. You Taylor, you do yours. I'll find this thing because it gives a good reference point.
I can't think of a good golden age.
Those 5 for $5 Arby's sandwiches had to be your golden age.
No, I don't go to Arby's. I mean, I got to experience Pokemon at exactly the right age with that coming out. If I would have been 5 years older, like
You
your
were the
age,
right
Kyle.
age for Modern Warfare 2 lobbies.
That's true. Had a rip-roaring good time in there. Yeah, I guess being the right age for the Call of Duty lobbies and being a kid, the right age kid at the right time to at least enjoy the first couple generations of Pokemon. And it was like the biggest thing in the world. Like, I know it's still big, but I don't think it's like the cultural event it was then. Like, it's all people wanted to talk about it.
He chose Pokemon. Harley came back literally talking about sucking dick, and that was less gay than your answer.
You're wrong. You guys are the kooky ones. Pokemon Right. You're not the right age for it. Fair. You were, what, 24 in
Probably
1997?
Kids, yeah. Oh, 97?
24,
yeah,
right?
something like 21. No. That'd be 94. So, yeah, you're right.
Knew it. Swish. But yeah, I can't think of a good, like, real golden age. That would have been cool to experience everything before the electric tethers. But unless we get one of those solar flares that knocks out all the electric stuff. I don't think that's going to happen again. And that would introduce more problems than like going to the grocery store and not having people know you went to the grocery store.
It's going to happen eventually.
Yeah, so they say.
The last time it happened, I just looked it up. It's the Carrington event of 1859.
Okay, look, we've got 2 laps to get the job done.
Was that a space thing?
Yeah, it was a solar flare. There was so much
perfect dark, dude. Carrington Institute. Lock in.
There was so much electricity running through the telegram wires that the telegraph machines were catching fire, like arcing electricity just from like what was in the air.
Yeah, they got back to it, you know.
It was
back on the horse.
1859. There weren't a lot of microprocessors and a lot of transistors.
Yeah, so like 3 machines got wrecked.
Telegrams.
Okay.
This was the well, my answer here is was the golden age of white boy culture.
Yeah, and what's this video you got?
It'll never come back again like this. But I saw this thing and it just slapped for me.
Oh, turn the audio on. You can't hear it.
It's just music playing.
It's just music.
Okay. But I just love like Tony Hawk, Halo, wrestling, Xbox. It was like the #1 shit.
Austin.
Everything all around.
Was that our golden age?
I think it was up there. It was up there. I like sent that to a buddy of mine, and he was like, "This video reprogrammed me."
Seeing that,
I figured it was
short
probably
snippet
sometime in the 1800s. You know, when.
No, there was no Blink 182 then.
I wasn't around for that. I think if I was, I don't think I was allowed to own anything though.
Sure you
I
were.
think you guys were very much involved with the whole owning people thing. Something about auction houses and shipping.
First of all, everyone owned. Even people that were owned, they owned. That's how everyone.
Oh, if you're starting the argument off like this, it ain't.
I'm just saying, everyone had their hands in everyone.
An economy of ownership.
I'm just saying, back then, like if you were Jewish, you couldn't do politics. You couldn't own a farm or land. You had to have bookstores. You could own stores.
Canada?
I don't think
the USA. Yeah.
I think Jews owned a lot of stuff back then.
No, they didn't.
No.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Now look how far they've come. They were allowed to be
secretly.
And the economy was so bad, very few people could even afford to own slaves. They don't tell you the bad parts about it.
What happened was
you know who
owning
Judah Benjamin
bookstores.
is?
Which ones?
Judah Benjamin. So Judah Benjamin is the linchpin to an alternate history where the Confederacy wins the Civil War. So this guy was close advisor and personal friends to the president of the Confederacy. And he had this big idea of lobbying some European powers to join with the Confederacy in their war against the Union by promising them, better deals on cotton and textile goods. And the only reason he wasn't sent, Jefferson Davis had wanted to send him to lobby the European powers, but there was so much anti-Semitism in the South that they overruled the president of the Confederacy. And it didn't happen. It wouldn't work out. It was going to be such an unpopular thing. There's a mockumentary where they show the alternate version. If we just send Judah to France, all of us, and the historian's like, when them Yankees seen the Confederate banner come over that hill, flanked on either side by them French soldiers, well, they took tail and ran.
Was France in a position at that time to help us? I thought they were kind of battling out with England still.
I don't know. It's a mockumentary. It's mostly a comedy.
Oh, I know. I thought you were serious about like that guy being a potential real linchpin, but
I mean, maybe.
Who knows if like the French would have been like, nah, we fucking saved your asses like 80 years ago, and you're already, showing up hat in hand. Hey, we need a couple more mustachioed guys with like old style rifles to come over. I guess existing modern rifles to come over, save us. They're like, no, we got a bunch of limey Brits up here.
Oh, they did. France was
Radio
neutral
check.
in the time.
Spot on. Radio check.
Neutral. They sympathized economically with the Confederacy, and they intervened on the Confederacy's behalf in Mexico.
And what Kyle was saying about the people in the South not wanting to abide and basically with the president. There was no nationwide banning of Jews from owning stuff. It was